Hey, good afternoon. This is said Larry J Live, and I am Larry J, your host. Welcome, come on in. I'm at a different location right now. You'll probably hear me having dual conversations because my brother is actually sitting in the corner. He's trying to get his Bluetooth working well. So, how's your day going? How's your Tuesday going? I should take off this shirt. Yes, I'm really live, sir. I'm just not calling your name. You may not want me to call your name. So, we have a lot to discuss today. It is so funny because I've been reading these articles, such as many of you know. Are you headed to work? You just gonna walk out? I'm on live, and my brother just walk out the room.
I gotta go to work.
He have to go to work. Y'all probably say, "How you gonna be in the middle of a live and then you just go to talking to your brother?" He was sitting right over there in the corner. Okay, well, you enjoy your day at work.
Alright. Hey everybody on live, I'm question mark.
He said, "Hey, everybody on live, he's question mark." I'll let you all think about that. He's question mark. That means his name is not to be revealed unless he says so. So, as you all can see, I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday. Come on in, have a seat, make yourselves at home. Hopefully, you got yourself something good and yummy to eat. Yes, today is Tuesday. We already ready for Thanksgiving. Some of us we're gonna go out there and get all of that good old stuff. Oh, so as I was about to get into it with the I have like a lot of news articles that pop across my screen when I'm actually just sitting around browsing, and one came across my screen about a shooting at Lenox Mall. For those of you that do not know, Lenox Mall is actually a mall in Atlanta, Georgia. It's actually in Buckhead, right across from Phipps Plaza. Many years ago, that mall was known for mostly the elite people would go there. But because times have changed, a diverse group of people may go in there. And since more of a diverse group of people been going there, there have been some crimes. So I want to say Friday, the article came about, and there was a shooting at the Lenox Square. I don't understand. And you know what they were shooting about at the Lenox Square? They were shooting about, they was actually at the Apple station. I mean, the Apple store. That's what the article stated. They was at the Apple store, and a guy got into it with a group of guys, and it was bang, bang, choo choo train. And one of the guys was arrested. But I'm trying to understand, how you get in a shooting at the Lenox Square? Oh, you don't have to close the door. You can leave it open. So how do you get in a fight at the Lenox Square? A shooting, should I say? So I'm sitting here wondering to myself, getting in a shooting at the Lenox Square. Then when I read the article, it said that wasn't just the only crime that took place there. You also had a woman, she got mugged going to her parking lot. It was about around in October at the same Lenox Square. That was the mall that they actually did like the riot to a while back, and they were like doing little stuff there. This stuff, these people are going out of control in this city. I don't know what to tell you. You got people. See, this pandemic. This is what I'm saying with this pandemic. This pandemic is showing, people are showing their real true colors. People that you think, I mean, people going out there shooting people in elite malls, people going out there getting in arguments in malls, and you sitting there and you wondering, like, okay, how are you all going to do this? I mean, how are y'all just, but you see, the pandemic is showing people true colors because people just wilding out. You have everything going on. And speaking of that, when I said people are wilding out, you can be on the midst of 285 and people just be vroom. They just go to racing in the midst of 285. You can actually be there just driving and motorcycles shoot between you. And if it's not that, Motorcycles will shoot between you and cars be shooting between in the midst of traffic. Like, how do you actually go and you be racing in the midst of traffic? I don't understand. Where do the police be? The police really be like, we ain't setting this up. Y'all want to get out there and y'all want to act like fools. We gonna let y'all act like fools. People are wilding out. People are finding out who certain evangelicals are. Hmm. They're finding out their favorite evangelicals. They're finding out they're having a little racism in them. A little some things dealing with racism. Y'all probably say that is not funny. It is. Because if you have a discerning of spirits, you can actually know who is who. You know a wolf in sheep clothing. Because I don't care how you put on sheep clothing and you put on a sheep costume, that tail will still wag, baby. I don't care how you put on what is a sheep clothing and you a wolf, them teeth will still shine. They will still show how sharp they are, and you will know that's not no bad, bad. It will still show. So people are finding out some of your friends that may be a different skin pigmentation than you. You find out they have a little racism in them because certain parties that they wanted in the White House, and you finding out. But see, some things, and you know, my prayers go out to the families that people had cracked it during the pandemic. But this pandemic is really revealing the true identity of people and what people really pulling out them white sheets. Whew. Some things I'll pause and I let you all let it sink in. But they really are people just showing themselves. People be just going off in these folks and like, what is wrong with you? Going off with these people. Then I get an article that flashes across my screen. People want these votes to be like you got the man in Atlanta. He said, throw that ish in the trash. I was laughing at that because that was fun. How you are in a powerful position in Georgia and you tell them people throw that ish in the trash. This is votes. And if y'all wonder what am I looking at, let me turn my phone. Y'all wonder what I'm looking at my phone. I try to keep my little agenda to keep me on track. So, yeah, that's what these people are doing. Then at the same time, while you got that man telling them people about them votes, throw that ish in the trash. How you in such a position and you telling them people? I was wilding out laughing at that. That was too funny to me. How do you tell these people to throw them votes in the trash? Huh? And not only that, it gets better. You go all the way down to Savannah, and then they find some of the voting machines tossed somewhere. They were just tossed. You see, like this pillow, the pillow just tossed. It was just tossed somewhere. They were like, why is these old voting machines being tossed? We don't found these. We don't found. Let me do this again. Let me do this. We gonna just toss these machines, and that's what they did. They just tossed them, and somewhere out in the dirt somewhere. These people are wilding out, showing them. See, the pandemic is revealing the truth about people. You finding out people true colors and how they really. Some of us, you finding out their true colors on how they really feel about your black selves. They letting you know how they really feel with your black self. Or with our black selves. For y'all get the throwing where y'all attempt to throw an arrow to us. And he said y'all black selves like he's not black. I'm black. And I'm wide awoke. Some of you, I hope some of you have woken up during this pandemic because you found out the very truth that some of the people was actually saying, and they say slip up and they come up and say different things about what you're saying. Now, on to the good news. Since we've gotten all that troublesome news out the way, well, we have what we call congrats to the Gwinnett County school system for approving, or the superintendent, for approving the Gwinnett teachers, other specialists, some of the media specialists, some of the people that are the faculty in the school systems, media specialists, speech pathologies, if I'm not mistaken, counselors as well, teachers too. Congrats on getting them a bonus that they should be receiving by the reading of an article that they should be receiving in December. So congrats. Now some teachers have a problem with it because I threw it out there to another teacher. I can't say too much on that, but I threw it out there and they were like, "Well, where our bonus at? Why we don't never get no bonus? They just do us any type of way down south." Let that sink in. They just do us any type of way down south. They don't try to get us no bone. So, because teachers put up with a lot. They putting up with Chucky, Children of the Corn, Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Orphan, Power Rangers. They putting up with all of the above. Then they have to wear the teacher hat, the mentor hat, the counselor hat, the nurse hat because of this pandemic, and be a social worker at the same time because some of y'all send y'all children sick to school with the flu and with some of the Corolla. And you want the teacher to deal with it like it's their child. And they be trying their best to deal with it like it's their child. Then when they call you to ask you to come pick up your child, then I'm at work. See what you could do to them. Just give them some medicine. They'll be fine. Just have them, wing their way through the day. See, now they have to become the social worker because they can't put all the other kids at risk because you too lazy to come get your child from school. That's not the teacher response. Teacher. That's not the teacher responsibility. That is your responsibility as a parent. So they have to wear all these different hats for what they get paid. Now, don't mind you, yeah, they get paid a good salary, but they could get paid more with all the hats and the headaches and stuff they have to deal with and everything. And y'all don't want to give these folks no money. So I applaud Gwinnett County school system for doing the right thing for the teachers. Teachers come out here and work their butt off, have to give your child lunch money out their check because you spending it up on Jordans and looking good for the community that don't care about you. So kudos to that. And kudos to Tyler Perry, which he's feeding or donating to over 5,000 families, if not mistaken. So he will be doing that for Thanksgiving. Kudos, because Thanksgiving will be this Thursday. I've ran into some of you, many of you out in the grocery stores, you buying up the whole grocery store, the whole aisle and everything else. I started to take and throw some of my stuff in some of y'all buggies because I'm saying to myself, I shouldn't be paying for some of this stuff. So we can also this is the time for us to be thankful. And yes, I will be going live on Thanksgiving and have a very special topic that I want to discuss on Thanksgiving because it is the time for us to be thankful and grateful. And some of us, we've been some ungrateful little immigrants. So it's time for us to be thankful and see what we can do for other people that may not be able to do for themselves. So I applaud on what Tyler Perry is doing. Tyler Perry always does such a phenomenal job with giving back to the community, helping people in need, especially in the worst times. So I applaud him for that. So I think that's all of my topics for today. Let me make sure that I covered everything. Yep, we covered everything about the Lenox Mall. Yeah, I think, yeah. hmm We've covered everything today. That was my agenda for today, and hopefully everything is getting still situated with we trying to get our president elect, Joe Biden, up in the office. Such a hard time because is not letting that he is not let passing that baton very easily. He's making it more difficult than sin. He said, "Oh, we ain't going down without a fight up in here." He meant that thing. I don't care. All y'all say is y'all gonna recount all them votes. That's what he said. All y'all, I don't care. Y'all gonna recount them all. Okay, y'all got them right. Okay, recount them again. You probably missed something. That's what he said. So yeah, that's what he said. Yep, that's what we gonna do. Have them recount them all. Some of these folks, as he states, some of these folks they got the dead people vote. How you get dead people vote? Whew. So, anywho, I hope many of you enjoy your Tuesday and thank you for tuning in to Say It Larry J. And I am your host, Larry J. Make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, and make sure you share it with anyone whom you please. And thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful, marvelous Tuesday and have a great day.